Let's just dive right into it. We're going to one take this. Hello and welcome to the predictions for the divisional round of the playoffs. And we're just going to jump right in. First game on Saturday, the Houston Texans travel to Baltimore to play the Ravens. Houston dominated Cleveland in the wildcard round. They won like I expected, but they just completely manhandled Joe Flacco and the Browns. Mark Andrews isn't back for Baltimore just yet. He wasn't activated off IR. I think the expectation is he's going to be back for the conference championship if they make it, and I expect Baltimore to make it. For as much as I love what Houston's building, they have the clear offensive rookie of the year, my pick for coach of the year, and also a contender for defensive rookie of the year. So Houston has a very bright future ahead, but it's just they're a young team, they're inexperienced. Although you can say Baltimore's kind of inexperienced because of Lamar Jackson's playoff record. This is their year. This is Baltimore's year. They're my favorites to win it all. So just expect you can kind of just begin to prepare for future predictions whenever if Baltimore advances. But yeah, Baltimore all the way for this one. Saturday night, Green Bay travels to San Francisco, and I should have seen Green Bay beating Dallas coming. I should have. Green Bay is Dallas's kryptonite, the same way San Francisco is Green Bay's kryptonite. Jordan Love played phenomenal in his first playoff game. It was fantastic to watch. Anytime the Cowboys can get humiliated like that, I'm all for it. But San Fran is also kind of one of those team of destinies in a way. Baltimore is it for the AFC, San Fran is it for the NFC. And if you believe any of the theories about the Super Bowl logo, the Super Bowl matchup is going to be Baltimore San Fran. It's kind of obvious both of those teams look dominant, but San Fran really looks dominant. They are kind of contingent on McCaffrey and Kittle and Trent Williams, all of those guys, all those key guys staying healthy. But I do like Brock Purdy. I do think he is better than most people say he is. He can run this offense exactly how they need it. So to give me San Fran to advance, again, they're just the better teams. Green Bay is a really young team. They have a really bright future. They found their guy again for the third straight time. But yeah, San Fran all the way. First game on Sunday, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to Detroit. Todd Bowles, great job answering the interview question about how he's going to plan for the weather conditions in Detroit. Detroit, I was expecting more out of their wildcard game. Tampa was just straight up dominant against Philly. Again, I expected Tampa to win, but not in the way they did. So I love Detroit. I love what they're building. I love Tampa. I love their culture that they have there. This is a very tough one to predict, but I still think Detroit can come off on top. That home field that they have is massive. Some Rams players said after the game that it was the loudest stadium they've ever played in. Detroit fans are going to be loud again on Sunday, even though ticket prices are insanely expensive at the moment. But yeah, I like Detroit's odds in this one. I do think it can go either way, just because Tampa is that kind of you never know what you're gonna get style of team. But give me Detroit. And then Sunday night, Kansas City travels to Buffalo, where Buffalo is still asking people to shovel the snow off of it, which that's the only reason why I would probably wish to live somewhere with snow, is so I can just help my favorite team and stay at Childa Stadium for a full day. That is awesome. I love that Buffalo's doing it. KC, they won against Miami. Again, I would have predicted that if I didn't have my biases there. But I just think KC played sloppy. The wind off it didn't help. The weather conditions didn't help, but they just looked sloppy against Miami's defense, which was missing like half of their starters. They put up 26, but most of it was field goals. They only scored two touchdowns. Like it was sloppy by them. While Buffalo was kind of just dominant. Yeah, it was closer to a point, but you never truly felt like Pittsburgh was going to win. So I'm gonna pick Buffalo to advance to the championship here. When these teams first met earlier in the season, it was decided by Kadarius Toney being offsides, and that was in Kansas City. Buffalo playing in Buffalo is different than in Kansas City. Buffalo is dominant at home. I just like Buffalo advancing. So to recap, We have Baltimore and Buffalo are my predictions to be the AFC Championship game, and San Francisco, Detroit to be my prediction for the NFC Championship game. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.